Welcome to this collective love reading. Today I'm going to do a collective love reading for the month of November, or the rest of November, I should say. So when and if this finds you, it's for you. I'm going to do a 6-card spread, and I'm going to show the current relationship, and then I'm going to talk about the blockage to that relationship. There's going to be a card for what you are showing your person, what they are showing you, and then a card for what's beneath the surface for them, and a card for what's beneath the surface for you. And then I'll close out with an oracle message, some advice and an oracle message. All right, Spirit, what is the message the collective needs to hear? What is the love message? What is the love message, Spirit? What the collective needs to hear. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this could be, for some people, related to something that's of stable nature, given the Pentacles, something that is grounded and rooted in stability. So that may resonate with some of you, but let's get into this reading. In the position of the Five of Cups, sorry, y'all. In the position of the relationship at its current state, we have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is a card about disappointment. I'm hearing failure, focusing on the past and things that did not work out. There's a sense that there is other opportunities around you that you may not see because you are focused on, pain from the past, things that have not been healed. And we're going to clarify these cards, so we'll get further into this. In the position of the blockage, we have the Queen of Wands. This could be you. You could be a fire sign. This could be your person. They could be a fire sign. This could be someone else coming into the picture that's creating a blockage here. For some of you, this could be someone that's keeping you focused on the past. This could be someone of such as like an authority or leadership role that is coming into the way of a relationship, such as a third person or a parent figure or a sibling or a friend, just any other person that could be coming in. Fire signs are Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. This could also be your energy, and it could be that you are creating blockages due to, a very elevated sense of passion. Maybe you're moving very fast, or maybe this person is moving very fast. You may not be ready to move forward. That could also be a situation for some. In the position of what you are showing your person, we have the Lovers. So this is the only major arcana here, which is appropriate for a love reading. So you're showing your person that you want a connection, that you feel connected. They feel connected to you. They feel that you're offering a connection of love to them. And again, this can be, love can be romantic. It can be about family. It can be about friends. It can even be about projects and things that we love to do, hobbies, right? But what you're showing your person is that you want to be connected, that you're in this, that you have chosen them is what I'm hearing. In the position of what your person is showing you, we have the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords is a card of mental anguish and stress and anxiety. Oftentimes this is self-imposed through, negative thinking patterns, fear, an inability to let go of the past, and therefore those things are continuing to impact you. Or them, excuse me. Not you, your person. So they could be in a very elevated mental state. You could view your person as worried about something, or worried about this relationship. You could say you're in your head too much. That might be something that you're saying to your person. You're worried about things that aren't there. And those could be things that your person is struggling with at this time. In the position of what is beneath the surface for them, we have the King of Swords. So more sword energy. Your person could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. They don't have to be. They could just be embodying this sword-like energy, which is very mental, again, intellect, logical, strategic, very, the King of Swords is very regal. So underneath, with your person, there's someone that's very mature, someone that's very intelligent. They could be blocked off to their emotions because of the past, because of this mental anguish, this worry, this being in their head, having a hard time being in the present moment because you're so focused on protection. I keep mixing you up. So this may actually resonate differently. Take it how it does resonate. I also haven't done this reading in a minute, and so there's that too. So let me know in the comments how this resonates. In the position of what's beneath the surface for you, we have the Five of Pentacles. And so beneath the surface for you, going back to this Five of Cups in the current relationship, I'm thinking that, beneath the surface with you, there is some fears of abandonment. This may be something that you have worked through in your past or you're currently working through. But there is some fear here. There's some fear of being left out. There's some fear of, maybe this person is going to think their way out of this connection. They might be having a hard time feeling, and that may be creating feelings of fear for you. It's how things work, right? We get into negative patterns and continue, and cause and effect is so important, and when we tap one thing, it sends ripples out. So that may resonate with some of you. All right, let's clarify these cards. Why is the Five of Cups here, Spirit? Why is the Five of Cups here in the card for the relationship? Why is the Five of Cups here? Okay. The Five of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Wands, which is in your blockage position. The Three of Cups and the Fool. someone here I'm getting is potentially, and this may be you being a fire sign. I feel like there's options around for you and or your person. It could be, you know, if you're not a fire sign, it could be a fire sign that is creating a wedge between you and your person. I'm also getting here that there was a false start, potentially, that you had hope for. You know, this could be in your current relationship, whether it be the relationship that was a false start, or a practice that was a false start, or apology that was a false start. So, again, it can resonate in many different ways. We have a lot of, you know, minor arcana here, so I'm not getting that this is huge. I am getting, though, with the Lovers card being here, that it is an important connection that we're talking about here between you and some other person. So yeah, let's clarify the Queen of Wands. I'm curious if this is a person or if this is your energy. Spirit, why is the Queen of Wands here as the blockage? Why is the Queen of Wands here as the blockage? $11:28 on the timer. The Queen of Wands is clarified by the Six of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Three of Wands. I'm starting to think this blockage is another person, whether it's romantic, someone from your past, or someone that's, you know, platonic, such as a family or a friend, but someone is coming into this relationship and creating some dissatisfaction. That dissatisfaction could be with you. It could be with your person feeling dissatisfied. Again, there could have been something that kind of got started here that's being reconsidered, is what I'm hearing. It's creating a blockage and moving forward. Spirit, why is the Lovers card here in the position of the collectives, what they are showing their person? Why is the Lovers here, Spirit? Why is the Lovers here? Why is the Lovers here, Spirit? Please clarify one more card. Thank you. The Lovers is clarified by Temperance, the King of Wands, more fire energy. Again, this could be you. And the Knight of Pentacles. I don't feel like you're the fire sign. I feel like, again, there's a third person coming in that's a fire sign. I feel like you have a choice, whoever I'm speaking to here, between two people. Someone that's very passionate and driven and, you know, excited and creative and spiritual. And then I'm getting the feeling that there's someone else here that's kind of the opposite. They could be younger. They could be more of a relaxed, slow-paced energy, very grounded earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. And I feel like you and your person know that there's a choice that needs to be made here. Because the Lovers card does represent connection, but traditionally it was meant to mean choices. And if we think outside of our conditioning and outside of the black and white and the binaries that we confine ourselves to, you know, love isn't subjected, you know, like we aren't confined to loving only one person. So, okay, let's see why this Eight of Swords is here, what your person is showing you. And I can guess why this Eight of Swords is here, because it seems there's probably some stress in regards to this situation. Why is the Eight of Swords here, Spirit, for the collective's person and where they are, what they are showing? Why is the Eight of Swords here, Spirit? Okay. The Eight of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. For some of you, this person is an earth sign. That was that Ace of Pentacles that came out in the beginning, is coming out again. Your person is offering you something, an opportunity of stability. I feel like they have put a lot of work into this, and time, energy, resources. And I'm getting the feeling that they're in this mental space that's creating them to feel, to withdraw and to feel like they need to protect themselves. Someone may be giving you an ultimatum. This person could be giving you an ultimatum at this time as well. All right, Spirit, why is the King of Swords here? And what is beneath the surface for the collective's person? Why is the King of Swords here, Spirit? Why is the King of Swords here on the card, Spirit? Okay, the King of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Alchemy card, Alcarest, which is an additional major arcana in this deck, and the Two of Wands. Beneath the surface, I feel like this person is wanting clarity. I feel like this person wants truth about everything that's going on in this situation. They may feel like they're not getting all of the information, or that you're not being forthcoming with information, which can lead to this mental anguish, right? This disappointment, this fear, this worry. They have been very clear about where they want to go. I feel this person is very set, probably, or fixed in their ways. That may be something that's hard for you, is how fixed this person is on kind of their thing. Not very flexible to new ways, new ideas, not very open to those things. Spirit, let's clarify the Five of Pentacles in the position of what's beneath the surface for you. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Please clarify. Okay, the Five of Pentacles is clarified by the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the 5 of Pentacles. I'm getting the feeling that whoever I'm talking to has been through a situation where they lost their independence. They lost what they're working for. You did. I feel like you've given a lot and you have not gotten the same in return. I feel as if this makes you feel very isolated and alone at times. And so there's certainly some healing that needs to happen there. I feel like you have a lot of love and emotions beneath the surface. I'm not sure that they're being expressed at this time. Maybe because of your fear of vulnerability, fear of losing yourself. So, let's get some advice. And then we'll close out with an oracle. I hope this resonated. Please let me know if it did. Spirit, what is the advice for the collective in regards to this love reading? What is the advice, Spirit? Two more cards for the advice. Okay. The advice is the 2 of Cups. Very beautiful. The 5 of Swords. And the King of Cups. The advice here is to open yourself up to this connection. I'm hearing don't cut your nose off to spite your face. To let go of the ego. And what I mean by that is fear sometimes is driving our ego. And so the advice is to let go of some of this fear of abandonment because it's getting in the way of fulfillment for you. There's an abundance of love around you. I think that you know that. And you're just having a hard time potentially expressing that due to this fear of being vulnerable. It's important to listen to your intuition and to get out of your head and into your heart. Okay, let's get an oracle message. I'm going to get an oracle message from this deck, the Dirt Gems. All right, Spirit, what is the oracle message for the collective? 24:05 on the timer. What is the oracle message for the collective? Okay. Card number 25. The Swarm Wrangler, Skullcap. Skullcap speaks to the beehive. It knows the honeybee dance and the language of nectar. Skullcap can hear the soft whisper and the roaring hum of the comb protectors. It knows how to sing its honeyed language into your ear. Skullcap is a translator between human and non-human, between fire and water, between animate and inanimate. Skullcap is the fragrance you cannot detect, but that drives you forward in the quietest parts of yourself. Skullcap speaks to the language of our nervous system, talking deeply as to an old friend, guiding us with care and knowledge into calmer and more available states. Forest dweller and water lover, Skullcap reminds us to quiet and quench the thirst of what we yearn to do. Don't be fooled by the delicate nature of this plant's appearance. This gorgeous ally is mighty in their impact. There's almost never a time when Skullcap would not be a valuable aid. With their presence coursing through the net of our nerves, we can settle into our bodies and minds, restore our energy from the drain of stress and overwork, and relate more calmly and evenly to others. Finding Skullcap in the wild offers an opportunity to kneel down and speak softly, to find all the wells of gratitude within yourself and pour them forth. Invite this generous guide into your life and never forget to say thank you. Skullcap is a great friend to humans, helping us find our inner reserves to be content. If you are struggling to find a place in yourself that knows what it feels like to sit in simple joy and peacefulness, in the true expression of safety and happiness, invite Skullcap into your life over and over again. So, sounds like some work with the heart chakra and opening up to our own gifts and abundance within. Self-love is key to loving others. So, thank you so much for being here. I hope that this reading resonates. If it did, please give it a thumbs up. Check out my other readings on my channel, subscribe, and please support my channel. Peace and blessings, y'all. Have a great weekend.